tankers, Bonsai Duck here. Welcome to Tanker Chat, and let's get started. All right, so today is the 6th of January, Sunday. It's early in the morning. I'm drinking my coffee and just perusing the channel or the pages, seeing what's out there, and come across the homepage. So let's see. Okay, well, we got 3 times crew XP weekend missions. Hey, everybody needs the crew XP, right? Grinding crews crew perks is it's just a pain. It is so painful. But I mean, if you do it and you got a good, you get a good weekend, you can move along. But I always like to when my crew gets to 98, 99%, and then I really play that tank just to get that next crew skill, and then it's like, okay, I don't want to do this tank anymore. But anyway, we have some missions here. Being one of the top 10 earners of your team and victorious in a battle. Wait a minute. In a victorious battle. So there's a win condition in there. Okay. Be one of the top 10 earners of your team in a victorious battle. Okay. Win. Okay. Um, it is repeatable. First victory doesn't count. So, and then we got tiers 2 through 4, which I don't play. Tiers 5 through 7, being the top 10 XP earners of your team and damage, and 10 vehicles. So, be top 10 XP earners, damage at least 10 vehicles over any number of battles. So, if you're lucky, you can get it done in one battle. All right. If you can hit 10 vehicles, 10 different vehicles. No, not even different, just 10 vehicles, damage 10 vehicles. All right. But I think it has to be done. I think it would have to be 10 different. I don't know. Anyway, and that can be done twice a day. And then we get the 8 through 10, 2 automatic fire extinguishers, large kits, large repair kits, which is I thoroughly enjoy. Be one of the top 10 XP earners on your team and destroy 10. Destroy, not damage, destroy. You can damage them down here, okay? But you got to destroy them up here, all right? And that, again, I don't understand. These things are basically free. I mean, they mean there's really, there's 20,000 credits, but there's not a lot of monetary value to them inside the game or for the company. Okay. I mean, first off, we're monetizing electronic electronic ones and zeros. They're monetizing that, and it's like when people came out and said, "Hey, you're going to pay for bottled water." I remember my dad going, "I'll never pay for bottled water. I got water in the tap. I'll drink it out of the toilet, whatever." But sure enough, we're paying for bottled water. Okay. So anyway, but they monetized ones and zeros, and why? Why does it have to be destroy 10 vehicles? Why can't it be, you know, damage 20, damage 30? Well, this is because you can't always destroy the vehicle. You might get 1 or 2 shots into it, get it really close, and then somebody else takes it. It makes it harder. It makes it longer. It makes you have to work more, play more games to get these 6 things, and they're just not. They're not anything. They're nothing. uh, it's just my mind goes off on this and just is like, what? Why? Okay. So anyway, that's enough of that. Let's see. Oh, this video on how not to be seen. It's a pretty good video. I would suggest watching it if you haven't. Um, it's just a little refresher course, especially for those of who may not understand concealment. But it sounds like they're going back through and redoing the videos, so that's a good thing. At least they're trying to put in some form of training. To be honest, with everything. So then went to the Armored Patrol, was checking it out. A lot of stuff in the website, and was scrolling down and getting past all the BS, and so okay, January premium offers. Okay, it looks good. Looks like the Super P, the FV4202, and the Progetto. So let's see, NA from January 22nd to February 1st. There will be an event named Super Awesome Secret Battle Event. They're hoping this is Frontline. Oh, WG might change those like they did this last month. Okay. T95 will be available in January. I'm not sure. Since the Armor Patrol, the Daily Bounce, and all these, I think they're generally European run sites or blogs, so they tend to cater towards the Russian European servers. So you have to take what the specials that they're listing is with a grain of salt because it may just be for the European servers. And they tend to make note when it's affecting the NA server. Um, anyway, so that's coming out, and of course that's going to be one of these super, reward tanks that you know you get when you grind with clan wars and stuff like that. Um, new matchmaker trials on Asia. Um, so I wanted to read this because this is what's they must be using Asia as the test bed for what they're planning on doing in matchmaking. They have tested on somebody, and Asia either has a smaller population than the NA, or they don't complain as much as the NA, or it's such a controlled environment that which it sounds like it is, to be honest with you, such a controlled environment that wargaming can say, hey, we can do this to these people and they can't do anything. I think if you started screwing with the NA server testing matchmaking, there'd be a physical uproar, and you'd probably have people just leaving the game left and right. So anyway, they're testing these things out. So I went to kind of read about it and see what I could find. Uh, so let's see, they're going to configuration changes to the Hong Kong server, the 465 and the 447 template of the Tier 10 vehicles will be added. Oh, okay. So now we're talking 456 and 447 templates. The Australia server, they must have to play on the Asian server. 258 and 249. So, and a 2310. Oh, man, that almost sounds painful. Yeah, so there's a lot more information here. I was just kind of reading and get an idea of what they're testing because this is eventually whatever goes with these guys over there. I think is what we're going to see here. So I hit the little link up here to kind of see what was going on in the Asia server and get Wargaming's little spiel. This was based off the 11th, which really didn't help much. So there's some news out there if you choose to want to read it, but I would suggest at least getting your mind thinking that way because it's going to come and it's going to hit our way. So like I said, this is the EU portal. They get 4 times a weekend where we had it 5 times last weekend. Then it seems there was a question and answer that happened on the 2nd of January with I'm not even going to try to pronounce his name. This was originally from December the 19th, so I was reading this, and some things were, kind of interesting. The Krampus Santa versus Krampus. They promoted that on the NA side, and then they just dropped it, and that's very frustrating. I mean, it's very frustrating to me. I took the time. I enter the code. I was trying to see what was going on, and it just disappeared. Apparently, it was something over in Europe, and we were just betting on it. I wish there would be more communication. When you start something, give updates. It's like the scavenger hunt, code scavenger hunt, community contributor scavenger hunt, all that. I don't know if you guys saw the same thing, but I'm actually, I was checking everything. I got 4 codes. I entered that 4th code on a Saturday when I was going to play, and I didn't see anything about 5 times. Nothing. So, okay, then I started going back. Did I really enter 4 codes? Yes, I did. I went back and looked at it, the codes I had entered, and there was 4 different codes, and it just, nothing. So they start these great things, and I think that would have been good. It would have been fun. It would have been, it caused you to pay attention. And then they just drop the ball and they just disappear. I haven't seen anything about it since. So Little rant there. But anyway, um, why don't you triple the team damage penalty instead of removing it completely? Because accidents happen. We don't want to punish a player for them. Uh, okay. All right. Uh, I was in a battle yesterday where this tank and I were, um, Centurion 7-1 was in front of me, and he went around the corner, and I was on the inside of the corner, and he ran nose to nose into a bigger tank, so he started backing back up, and I was already on the inside of the corner, and he had clipped me, and he couldn't get around. I tried to adjust, but I'm trying to shoot the tank that he's backing up from. Anyway, he had the battle, so anyway, we finally read. He finally gets back around, and he shoots me, and I'm like, what? What was that for? And he's like, you're blocking me, and I'm like, dude, I'm sorry, but that's not an accident. I understand accidents. I have had accidents, and I will be willing to accept the damage that I cause and the damage penalty that I get because of an accident. Um, and I don't, I there shouldn't be any question to that if it was truly an accident. But to just remove it all completely, you're just gonna have guys out there killing other teammates just to do it. So and then you got to basically make it that their shots mean nothing. Or how about you do this? If I'm so pissed at somebody that I want to do a team kill, I shoot them, and my shells go down, and I lose my shells, but no damage happens to them. So I'm penalized. I penalize myself for my own stupidity or my own rage. How about that? Huh? If you just take out all penalization on team kills, you're just gonna have guys killing other teammates. Yeah. So you gotta penalize them somehow. Let's see what else we got. Why don't you need to implement quantity limits of gold ammo instead of nerfing damage? This would mean that the ammo would be used against heavily armored targets anyway. It wouldn't change anything. I agree to an extent. I haven't quite decided how I fall on this premium ammo stuff yet. Um, but it is what it is, and they're going to do something about it, so we're all going to learn to live with it. Will you allow us to pick which maps we want to play on? Wait for premium account changes. Tests will show. So maybe if you buy a premium account, you can change your maps, right? Maybe. Now, that was interesting. I'm going to pause it right here. When you go to the daily balance, he has the same, what I'm assuming is the same question and answer, although he doesn't, it was the 27th of December is when he posted this. So, well, it's about timing's about right. You start going through there and it says, will there be an option to choose different maps during the map loading when you get into a map you don't like? Perhaps this option will be implemented in one of the new versions of the premium account. And I hope when he says version, I hope he means one of the versions that they're testing. I hope he doesn't mean there's going to be levels of premium like there is, say, levels of Amazon. You can subscribe to Amazon and just have Amazon. Or you can have Amazon Prime, which gives you all this other stuff, right? So you can have Wargaming Premium time, or you can have Wargaming Super Premium, which gives you all this stuff. And so I hope that's not what they're talking about because that would just, I think that would just, at that point, I mean, even with premium time, you're basically, you have a choice. You can play for free or you can subscribe. And so all of us with premium time are basically subscribed players, right? So, and I think that's just a different level of subscription. And so, to me, if you if you're going to reward players based upon how much money they're willing to spend with you, which basically they're doing anyway, I understand, but that they're willing to buy this super premium time, I'm not even going to go down that rabbit hole because it isn't a rabbit hole. It is a rabbit hole right now. We don't know for sure, but it's interesting. It's something to keep an eye out for. Okay, let's see. What's with the changing of the nicknames? I don't understand that. I've seen several questions of why does it cost so much money to change a nickname? Why do you want to change your nickname? It just doesn't make sense. But hey, whatever. Um, Let's see. Uh, Reports, 10 reports a day are insufficient. An increase, maybe? I'm not sure what that means. I guess you can only report 10 people a day. And if you're reporting a lot of, the same person 10 times a day or 10 people a day, I think you need to stop playing, to be honest with you. I just think that I mean, yeah, there are times I report people. I saw some guy made a comment in chat, which I found to be, that doesn't need to be made, and so I reported him for, inappropriate behavior in chat. That's it. I mean, calling people names in chat just because you lost, you got killed and they're not playing the way you want them to play, uh, isn't appropriate. You know, be like, if you wouldn't say it to their face, I guess that's the thing I kind of base it upon. You wouldn't say it if you were face to face with that person. You wouldn't call him what you called him, because if you did, he'd probably beat you like a redheaded stepchild. So this power struggle that people get, I'm in chat and I'm in, I can't be beaten. Yeah, they can't find you in your mother's garage or your mother's basement, sitting in the recliner, but yeah, don't have to be reported. God, I'm on a lot of rants today. Okay. Rebalancing tanks relying on HE shells. Yes, we will redo the Japanese tanks. I found that interesting. So I went over here to the Daily Bounce and was kind of scrolling through. And are you going to nerf the Japanese heavies? They are toxic. Yes, we have plans to change these tanks. Praise the Lord and pass the ammo. Uh, my personal disdain for the Japanese heavies is just I I absolutely hate them. I think, it's fine to build this big, steel behemoth, but that's hard to penetrate, and they have to get to the side of it and all that other. Okay, fine, but then to throw a track-based artillery gun on it that's launching Volkswagen-sized shells at me, and doesn't even have to hit me. Doesn't even have to hit me to cause severe damage. Nerf the gun or nerf the armor. Do one or the other. I don't care. But you can't have both. You can't have it both ways. Yeah. I mean, I can deal with the Mauschken. I can deal with the mouse. The VK100, the E100. Those are, yeah, got a fairly big gun, but they have weak spots, and you can get to them. Yeah. So anyway, another rant over. Um, let's go back here. And can you roll back the changes to the T22? No. Okay. An ELC rebalance? I'm not sure what's up with that, to be honest with you. I've just recently gone back and started playing my ELC because it's going to be in the branch for the wheeled vehicles, so I haven't really played it that much. Um, I mean, it was always, in my opinion, kind of anemic at times in certain situations, anyway. So, um, but it is what it is. Um, Let's see. Any info about the T67? It's problematic and will most likely be redone with many other vehicles. So there's lots of changes. Obviously, they're talking about, and this is listed on both sides. T67 and the STB1 are listed on both sides. So there's obviously changes coming down about these tanks that they feel they need to rebalance. Um, and that's it. All. I applaud them for what they're thinking of doing, but Jesus, it causes heartburn. Anyway, so now there we are back in the garage. We're lining it up. My coffee's getting cold, and I want to get some tanks, and I got tons of videos I got to go through. Sundays are generally when I do all my videos, and for the week, and I'm already pretty much a week ahead. So I'm actually going to have some breathing room, some time to relax. Um, but I got some good videos, some good, some bad, some ugly, some I think I'm going to come out with a new title called Whiskey Tango Foxtrot. And you can pretty much guess what's going to be in there. All in all, been a pretty good holiday ops. About 150 boxes total. Pretty sure that's going to be it for now, to be honest with you. But yeah, took me up to 80,000 in gold, which Honestly, I could burn through easily, or I could be smart and hold on to. I got some coins. Obviously the gold allowed me to convert a lot of my free XP. Um, and I've completed two of the booklets. So there's one of them right there. My Centurion 5 rack. And the other one, I believe I have it on my 112. Where's my 112? There it is. Yes, and then there's the 112, and I really like that one. That one looks good. So those are the two that I've completed. Hopefully, I'll complete the rest before the game's over. But it's you grind and get a lot of the free boxes, open up the shards, and then you got to go through the book. And when you start getting up to the level 4 and 5 of the book, then there's like multiple ones, and of course, it's like pulling the arm of a slot machine. Oh, through 2 bars in a star. Okay, no win. 2 bars in a cherry. So anyway, little update on my service record for my tanks. I've been playing the tanks that I said I was going to play, try to bring them up above 500, or I guess at least get a master or 50% in them, right? So, the 26E4 has been playing it quite a bit, and it's been a learning curve again for me, and obviously not doing very well. I think I had that up to 48%. Well, there it is, 48.10. It's just I have a video that you'll be seeing where I have a really good game, but I'm rushing with some heavier tanks, and it works out well. Then I've had other ones where this thing is just anemic. IS3 again had some good games. Still haven't managed to master that. I'm surprised, but I have a mark of excellent on it, but still haven't managed to master it. So kind of strange. M4 up 50% level. Boom. T29 sitting at 51%. So I'm gonna leave it there. Right. Scorpion G got my master on that one the other day. That was a really good game. You guys will be seeing that one. Centurion one's coming up. T54. I'm trying to figure out what tank I want to put my new crew members in. I have these 5 new crew members from the holiday ops, and I'm just trying to figure out what tank I want to put them in. Do I want to hold on to them till I get a newer tank? I am, because I'm trying to I'm working on the Japanese line to get the WZ. To get into these tier 10s. I could work the WZ 120 to get into the 121. I think, to be honest with you, these guys only have 4. Okay, so yeah, it's a 5-person crew. So if you have any ideas, hey, give me some ideas. I'd be happy to think about them. But like I said, I'm trying to figure out where to put those folks. Anyway, that's enough rambling for today. I hope you enjoy your weekend, and good luck on the battlefield. Remember, be safe out there. And this is Bonsai Duck. I'll catch you later. Goodbye.